Thank you for joining us this morning live from Milton Keynes for our webinar on 4 simple steps to achieving energy savings in the retail sector. It was presented by Helen Donahue and Katrina Combs. Now for some housekeeping. Thank you for joining the webinar. During the webinar we will be using audio broadcast. The small box in the right hand corner will remain open throughout. Chat to the host on the speech bubble in the top right hand corner, then type in the text box. If you'd like to submit a question, click on the question mark in the top right hand corner and open the Q&A box. If you happen to be experiencing any technical difficulties, please email marketing@imserve.com or speak to us directly through the chat bar. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you, Natalie. Hello everyone, my name is Helen Donahue and I'm going to start by taking you through today's agenda. We'll kick off with an overview of the retail sector and the challenges you face with your energy management. We'll then take you through a 4 simple step approach to achieving energy savings, looking at understanding your energy, identifying opportunities, engaging staff, and making your strategy future-proof. And finally, I will take you through possible solutions to assist you in achieving these simple steps. There will be an opportunity at the end for us to answer any questions which you have posted during the webinar. Retailers, you're under continuous pressure to deliver increasing sales and better margins amidst increasing social, political, economic and environmental pressures. You are facing rising costs from materials, exports, increased competition, growing energy prices and ever-changing consumer demand. And year on year, you're expected to achieve increased profits, wider consumer choice, better quality products and enhanced retail environments to ultimately drive sales growth whilst delivering reduced costs, reduced overheads, reduced energy usage and environmental impact. To succeed in such a highly competitive pressure cooker environment, you must take control of what can be controlled. And energy management is one area that you can control and influence. At Untitled, we intend to demonstrate to you how you can achieve this in 4 simple, effective steps. What's more, we will share with you best practice stories from other retailers, companies just like you, who are achieving great things from their energy management strategies. And as the quote says, a 20% cut in your energy cost represents the same bottom line benefit as a 5% increase in your sales. We appreciate that a 5% growth in sales has a lot of value to retailers today. As a snapshot, the chart shows where you as retailers use most energy and where you can make your biggest savings. Lighting, heating, ventilation, air conditioning and refrigeration play a hefty yet vital role in your business. In order to make savings, you need to understand your consumption and put in place simple strategies to target reduction and accountability. It is no surprise that traditionally lighting accounts for the majority of your energy usage. You operate in a sector that demands bright, attractive environments and lighting that is conducive to spending money. What's more, the temperature is critical in creating the right comfort and ambience for your customers to browse, shop and spend. It is critical that your heating and ventilation system creates a temperature that is not too hot, not too cold, but just right, both for the early shopper and the lunchtime whirlwind. On the surface, this is not the most constructive recipe for energy efficiency. I want to take you through 4 critical steps to save energy, which are centered around the simple yet highly effective premise of understanding your energy consumption, identifying energy-saving opportunities, engaging with your staff, and considering your long-term energy strategy. So I'll pass you over to Katrina.
As Helen mentioned, there are 4 steps which can be followed to help you reduce your energy usage and costs. The level of cost reduction depends on the market price you pay for your energy, but a reduction in consumption will definitely save money on green taxes such as CRC. The role of an energy manager has grown over time, and it's not simply about purchasing energy at the best price, making sure all stores are able to trade without any interruption to supply, and hitting reduction targets set year on year. Managers now have to find creative ways of making savings due to additional costs which are being driven by legislation. These costs have no benefit to the business and are coming straight out of the company's profit. For a large portfolio retailer, you are now being hit with additional costs which can be hundreds of thousands of pounds, not to mention the time taken out of your busy time to create, process and submit the information. The first step in your battle to reduce energy costs is to understand how you use the energy you are purchasing. Identifying where energy is being wasted. How do impacts which are out of your control, such as seasonal effects? How do you determine if you do not understand what your consumption is and when your energy is being used? The first step to understanding your energy is to ensure that you have half-hourly metering in place with access to the data, preferably on a day+1 basis, so that any issues can be picked up and dealt with quickly. Weekly or monthly data access reduces your ability to resolve issues quickly and adds additional costs by wasted energy. For example, it is common to leave air conditioning on overnight. As to staff member, unless they check the controller, it appears not to be on during the deadband. Another benefit of half-hourly readings is that estimated bills become a thing of the past. Accurate billing is important, and this can also help with forecasting and budgeting. Submetering the number of your properties is a good way to understand what elements make up the energy usage. The information which submetering provides will help you to benchmark for energy usage for different types of stores, for example, retail park, high street, old and new. You can then apply benchmarking to management information, and also this can help when purchasing new properties to increase your portfolio. The information will also give valuable insights for store refits or new store design. The clarity provided will help you to prove or disprove savings on new projects such as staff engagement and building management systems. Additionally, this information will help to determine your company rules around store environment, which must be comfortable for your staff and customers alike, whilst being aware of the actual cost to your business. Understanding your store's usage of equipment such as door curtains, air conditioning and lighting will help you to understand your costs at store level and also the impact of any changes made to the store and of a seasonal effect such as an exceptionally cold winter. Having this information will give you the tools to manage the energy for your whole portfolio and to ensure that you are aware of the true cost to your business. The second step in the battle to reduce energy usage is to be able to identify opportunities to reduce consumption. With information gained by measuring usage and understanding loads, you can start to identify wastage and make informed decisions about how to tackle some of the issues you have been able to identify. Working with meaningful data from a reliable source is the key to succeed when identifying opportunities to reduce energy consumption. Producing energy management reports provide the information you will require to help identify opportunities to save energy. Investigating non-trading hours usage will help to identify savings opportunities, as staff do leave equipment on unnecessarily overnight. In fact, I have previously worked with a retailer and we identified a store whose energy consumption was the same in every 24-hour period. To the store manager, his explanation was that he'd never been given any training on how to switch the equipment back on and didn't want to be in a position where he couldn't open the doors to trade. Does this sound familiar? Energy management reporting will also help you to know your stores, which is essential for a large portfolio, and you can use energy leagues and calendar view information to look for trends and to ensure that like-for-like stores are performing in the same way. Reporting will help you to identify your worst performing stores, which, as we all know, are the stores you need to focus your time and effort on. Keeping a rolling list of underperforming stores is crucial to success. Some of the decisions you make will have an instant impact on some of the stores, but rarely will this solve all of your issues overnight. Persistence is important, and ensuring that you have the right information to hand will help to drive savings. Setting up alerts on your consumption when it's over a set tolerance will help to reduce wastage. Introducing a network of energy champions is another way to help identify savings. The local energy champions will be able to come up with low-cost ideas to reduce energy at their stores. These ideas can be shared with the Energy Champions Network and introduced nationally where the same issues occur. The network of champions should really be volunteers with an interest in driving changes. Otherwise, this job becomes another one on a long list and the people are less effective. Also, make sure that time is given to them to meet regularly and for them to update the management team. Engaging your staff is a great way to help reduce energy usage. As mentioned in the last slide, a network of energy champions is worthwhile, especially for low-cost and easy-to-implement ideas. There's a strong argument towards targeting your store managers on reducing energy consumption, as it focuses them on costs. It's easy to make information meaningful and relate it back to sales. Although quite often the store manager is reluctant and under the impression that they can't control energy and drive savings, but this is easy to prove it's possible, especially with energy management reporting, staff engagement, and the Energy Champion Network. It's also important to have a policy which staff can refer to and ensure that the store's environment is kept to an optimum, which is comfortable for staff, inviting for customers, and cost-effective for your company. Staff must be empowered to make a difference, making sure they have all of the facts relating to energy usage within the store and are fully trained on how to use the equipment provided, e.g. air conditioning, which makes switching it on and off vital. Staff training is crucial, especially if you are working in a high staff turnover environment. As I mentioned, accountability can be a positive driver on energy reduction, as unless the manager understands the cost and accountable, the behaviour will not change. Creating an energy campaign which involves providing posters, information on the intranet, and setting reduction targets which have an incentive for the team is another way of making savings. Healthy competition between stores and regions also provides energy savings and is another good way to engage your staff. Quite often these campaigns are soon forgotten about by staff and old habits start to creep back in, making the energy reduction a short-term gain. Due to this, it's important to refresh the material regularly and also come up with ideas and incentives which your staff find interesting. Incentives don't have to be additional cash bonuses, but could be a team meal or some time off which may have less cost to the business. Making your message simple and relating it to making savings at home is a good way to engage staff. It can also help to reinforce good behaviour, as your staff can start to see the reduction in their bills at home by incorporating the good behaviour into their everyday life, such as switching off lights when not required in the back of house if PIRs or a control system have not been installed. Knowing your audience and presenting information in the right way is key. Area managers are usually data-driven, so present information in spreadsheets and numbers. Use language which the audience understands so store staff probably aren't interested or aware of carbon and kilowatt hours, but they will relate to an extra number of items sold to recoup the cost of energy. Make strategy future-proof. Planning for the future with rising energy costs and green taxes is a difficult task, especially when you are being asked to hit energy reduction and decreased budget targets, which are being annually set. Priority doesn't always consider energy usage, and sometimes what retail operations want to do increases energy usage in the stores, which of course doesn't fit comfortably with the reduction targets being set on energy spend. You will need to be creative, and more often than not, investment will help solve some of the issues you face. Making the right choices over equipment, buildings and policy is critical to your energy strategy. When costing new equipment, don't just price the installation costs. Make sure you're incorporating a lifetime cost. This will give you better value for money. Running costs differ, and over the life of a product, the energy usage is worth consideration and can save your organisation money. When making future business plans, consider metering profile class. As we all know, 1 half-hourly meter and over 6 million kilowatt hours includes us in the CRC scheme. A portfolio of all non-half-hourly metering excludes you from CRC. Does your company structure allow for this? It's a policy which is worth some consideration for your business. Open door policy. There's lots of debate about this subject, but research shows that closing the doors does reduce energy consumption. In New York City, stores are fined for leaving their doors open. Here at IamServe, we have seen overall savings in the region of 20% when we helped a customer trial a closed door policy. Although both Cambridge University and the closed door campaign quote savings of 50%, which is the equivalent in carbon savings of 3 return flights from London to Hong Kong. The trial we worked on proved that footfall doesn't fall, but consideration did have to be given for customers with buggies or in a wheelchair. And school of thought is that shoplifting can be reduced, especially if the door is manual. Does this make the store less of a target and more of a risk to the shoplifter at being caught? Closed doors are common with independent retailers as they can be more conscious of energy costs and the impact on the bottom line. We've already talked about staff engagement and the short-term benefits. Is this really cost-effective in the long term? Is intervention the best way forward? Add a retrofit basic control to your store to switch equipment off and on around trading times and to regulate temperature can be low cost to the business, and return on investment can be as short as 12 months. The long-term benefits in reduced green taxes and energy consumption must be worth the initial investment. With different incentives such as shared saving contracts, does this make intervention a more attractive proposition? I'll hand you back to Helen to talk about some of the solutions.
Thanks, Rena. At IamServe, we offer an end-to-end solution which encompasses and targets all aspects of this 4-step methodology, with a focus on simplicity to enable you to focus on the other challenges you face. IamServe provides fully accredited monitoring solutions, giving you as retailers access to data intelligence on how, when and where you are using your energy to enable you to understand energy consumption. As fully accredited agents in the electricity market, we offer metering and data solutions for half-hourly and non-half-hourly physical meters. Simple, effective solutions to enable you to focus on driving your retail sales. I can provide you with fully project-managed metering installation programs, data collection and validation services, taking the hassle away from you whilst delivering reduced costs. We can accurate usage data for prompt and accurate billing, forecasting and settlement, minimizing risk of financial penalties and reducing your time spent manually analysing and recording data. With increasing demand to meet legislation, plus their own commitment to energy reduction, Superdry decided to introduce meters across their whole portfolio. They wanted to have control over their energy spend rather than estimates. They wanted to encourage a culture where every store was responsible for its usage and therefore needed greater visibility of usage, wastage, and identification of changes. So they installed AMR meters at all stores. With ED, IMServe's powerful web-based tool provides data, storage, reporting and analysis. Their approach completely changed the whole usage pattern by changing wasteful behaviours, minimising consumption out of hours and introducing energy efficient equipment. It has helped them chart their energy usage across their portfolio and respond immediately to negative behaviours. Looking to develop the programme further by empowering the store managers to take ownership of energy management and consumption. Managers will be incentivised to reduce energy usage by the introduction of league tables, and additionally the AMR meters practically eliminated the need to query supplier invoices as they had accurate readings, not estimates. Like retailers, Superdry will concern about the loss of power and disruption such installations would cause. However, IMServe worked with them to eliminate this fear. Installations took place out of hours with minimum disruption, and from the retailer's perspective, it was a stress-free experience. So in all, Superdry's energy usage increased awareness among staff, changed behaviours, and always less impact on their staff's time. We can provide sub-metering solutions to enable you to monitor and report the electricity, gas, and water consumption of different areas around your store, enabling you to drill down on the consumption of specific areas to gain greater understanding of usage, and therefore how and where you can save. For example, by a solution that sub-meters the front and back of house, you can treat each as a separate entity to identify how you can make energy savings and changes. The need of your lighting in the storage and staff community areas is different to the need in the front of the shop or in the changing room, where consumer demand for a certain environment is high. So in these areas, it could be a quick win solution for you that enables you to identify excessive, irrelevant usage of lighting in communal areas where simple behavioural change, such as switching off an aircon or changing PIRs in storage areas, could make significant changes to your energy bill. Remember, a 20% cut in your bill equals a 5% uplift in sales. The need to see energy consumption is critical to truly understanding how you use energy and where you can potentially make savings. EV is our web-based tool which displays data we have collected and can also be used to load in third-party data. EV has a reporting suite which will provide management information to help identify the opportunities to save energy, whether this is using alert functionality or energy management reports to identify waste. EDV is designed to be a flexible, online energy management tool that allows all your energy data intelligence to be stored in a single system, available anywhere through a web browser and by multiple users within your organisation. It provides you with a secure, robust solution for access anytime, anywhere. ED enables you to view your complex energy data in a simplistic format. Quick access to data, allowing time to be spent achieving energy savings elsewhere, and you manage your entire company portfolio in a single location and make easy decisions on sites that require the most attention. EV gives you the flexibility to model and report on your data according to your company's structure or cost centre, and it highlights unusual consumption patterns within your portfolio. It enables you to store additional business information, including asset details and regional management information, improving communication with stakeholders, ensuring total buy-in and accountability. So whether it's simple fiscal metering or sub-metering, you view your usage in one simple platform and down to granulated data to create a highly visual picture of when, where, what in a time-efficient, low-input way. IMServe can offer a tailor-made service to you which will provide a managed service to assist your energy manager to manage consumption at store level and ultimately reduce energy consumption on your portfolio. The managed service can consist of a number of elements which include reporting, benchmarking and analysis. EDV is instrumental in providing the platform for delivering the service which is offered. One of the things of the managed service is to highlight and target areas of the business where energy savings can be made. We will work with our customers to encourage and establish behaviours that lead to savings in energy consumption and thereby result in reduction in costs. Using information, IMServe will be able to build up a database of store profile and benchmarking for your portfolio. The managed service is that it provides you with the information, visibility and satisfaction that you're reducing energy while allowing you time to get on with your day job. IMServe can provide various different functions, including report each store such as energy league tables, calendar view reports and day base load. We can set up alerts per store, for example when consumption falls outside of the benchmark tolerance of that site, and IMServe will investigate, contact the store to discuss and agree opportunities for improvement. We can provide your validation on your portfolio for accuracy of billing and forecasting, provide analysis of the store data and make recommendations for energy saving products, helping you with your business case by improving return on investment and total life cycle savings. If a project is undertaken, IMServe will manage the project, track the savings, return on investment and performance. Employee engagement, as we have heard, is key to your success, and we can provide through our managed service recommendations on how to engage your staff. We roll out staff engagement programs providing information at each level, ensure that the content is appropriate and presented in a clear and concise way to drive adoption and engagement. Major fashion high street retailer New Look faces challenges you face of reducing electricity consumption, controlling energy costs and reducing environmental impact. So they provided each store with energy cost and consumption targets. For this, they installed AMR meters in each store to provide each store with accurate retail store electricity consumption information for each half-hourly period. Working with IMServe, New Look set up and managed a monthly store energy lead using EDV or web-based tool to capture and visualise energy consumption across all stores. Communicated via their intranet, these reports provide individual stores with specific energy efficiency ratings relative their peer groups. Each store can see in a highly visual insight manner their usage, CO2 emissions and the comparison of the energy consumption across their peers both in and out of trading hours, and highlight areas where individual stores can improve their energy efficiency and learn from others. This strategy also provided New Look with forecast annual consumption and highlight areas where individual stores could improve their energy efficiency and learn from others. Building energy management systems, or BEMS, cut the operational and maintenance overheads of a building by automating the operation of the heating, cooling, ventilation, air conditioning systems and lighting. BEMS is a highly effective way to visualise and manage your consumption, reduce your costs and environmental impact. IMServe provides a range of BEMS designed to improve the energy efficiency of your stores. Our qualified and experienced engineers will carry out a control and energy assessment of your site, design the best solution for your store, delivering comfort, energy efficiency, and importantly, a quick return on investment to your organisation in line with your energy saving strategy. We cater to all building sizes and types with our wide range of solutions. An optimisation to your entire portfolio of sites in order to keep your upgrade cost minimum. IMServe can design and deliver new BEM systems or optimise and retrofit existing installations. Our BEMs can be remotely managed across multiple sites due to their wireless solution. And the data can be integrated into one portal, whether it's your AMR meters, sub-meters or BEMS data, enabling you to effectively manage your overall energy strategy. BEMs have many benefits for consideration. They can provide attractive return on investment, even for small energy consumption sites. They can deliver up to a 30% reduction in energy usage and CO2 emissions, have a positive impact on the maintenance and life cycle of equipment, and overall raise energy awareness and change attitudes towards energy savings. I'll share with you a case study from Carphone Warehouse. Carphone Warehouse has worked with IMServe for a number of years since installation of AMR meters at 700 of its 800 stores. This energy manager had to say, the traditional building energy management systems can be expensive, and the cost of hardware and installation makes it hard to justify for buildings with a low energy spend. The need to monitor and control temperature, light and humidity is still necessary. Control 10 seemed to fit the requirements. The store chosen for the trial was highlighted as being particularly energy inefficient and was struggling to achieve any of the energy reduction initiatives or targets set. The control fully managed by IMServe and reports generated weekly showed energy savings so the store could see the benefits instantly. We provide 24/7 telephone support to assist with any issues or concerns, demonstrating a total flexibility of the service. And as the quote says, we now control the car park lights and aircon, and we have seen a significant reduction in the out-of-hours consumption, behavioural change. During the trial period of Control 10, Carphone Warehouse had a 10% energy reduction target. However, the pilot exceeded this with an energy reduction of 13%, and Control 10 has provided Carphone Warehouse with a low-cost building energy management system and a return on investment of 19 months. Overall, Carphone Warehouse found Control 10 to great success with a number of key defining benefits. It had awareness and accountability amongst staff, provided real-time data, and made the stores more competitive and efficient without being obstructive, and with the added benefit of being a totally flexible energy-reducing solution. At we provide an extensive range of solutions designed to manage energy efficiency. It ranges from metering and data solutions for all utility types, through to analysis and reporting software, and control technologies to dashboards, data presentation, and user engagement. It allows customer-facing staff to focus on sales, with no need to worry about lights being left on or the temperature being set too high. Our mission help retailers like ourselves achieve total understanding of actual energy usage, enable you to make informed energy-related decisions. The analysis of consumption patterns and their implications identify actual saving opportunities. Meaningful, engaging presentation of energy-related information to encourage and support behavioural change. Tangible savings that can help to reduce pressures on budgets. All in IMServe provides a one-stop shop. All projects are managed, taking the hassle away from our customers. We pride ourselves on our flexible approach to business, whether it is actual solutions, financial offerings, or product innovation. We're delighted to now answer any questions which you may have, so I shall now pass you back over to Natalie.
Okay, thank you very much, Helen. We've had lots of questions coming through. The first one, I think, will be for you, Helen. We have our DC via a supplier. How easy is it to change this? And do they take the charges then off the bill?
Yes, they do. They take the charges off your bill, and actually this can lead to quite significant cost savings. It's easy to do, and we do it all for you. It's very much business as usual. We work with your supplier to obtain all the information and flows, and the benefits to you are significant cost savings and the access to your day+1 data. In fact, it's actually unlikely that you have a contract in place with your supplier for data collection, and therefore you can change it any time.
Brilliant. Keep the questions coming. We've got another one here for, I think, Katrina. How can alerting help me when my data is being collected on day+1?
Thank you, Natalie. Alerting can help you because it helps you to identify wastage. So if things are being left on overnight, you can set a threshold and an alert can be sent once this is the tolerance has been met. So obviously if air conditioning is being left on, store may not notice this when they leave, but it will come on throughout the evening. You'll go above your set threshold and you'll receive a text, email, and will let you know that something's been left on and you can deal with it tomorrow.
Okay, great. This one for you. Do you offer guaranteed savings or leasing options?
Yes, at IMServe we do, both for controls and submetering. We can either fund the project on a leasing basis, or we can put you in touch with a third party. There is also a hire purchase option as well.
Okay, that's brilliant. Another one for you, Trina. How much can a business save by introducing an energy campaign?
Thanks, Natalie. A business can save around 10% by introducing an energy campaign. Obviously, as I mentioned, this can be short term and you do need to revitalise the campaign, keep it interesting, keep your staff motivated, but you should achieve 10% savings.
That's great. How do I take this one for you? We've actually had this one 3 times. How much do BEMs cost?
Okay. Well, we would at IMServe would initially carry out an analysis of the site's data, looking at consumption patterns over a period of time and where savings could actually be made. From this, we'll be able to provide an initial estimation of return on investment. If this is favourable, then we'll conduct a site survey, which will include a comprehensive follow-up report. With this report, we'd include a breakdown of the most cost-effective solution required, and I kind of stress that we're all about the most cost-effective solution. So it's not really possible to give a blanket cost, as it does vary massively between sites and stores. However, we would not even recommend putting a control system in place if the return on investment wasn't favourable.
Okay, great. Thanks, Helen. One for Katrina. What does control offer which submetering doesn't?
That flows on nicely from the last question. Control offers you savings and energy reduction, where submetering gives you the understanding of where energy is being used. So you can put submetering in, you can for your highest loads, and then you can make decisions on projects that you might like to take forward. But as I've already mentioned, control will give you actual savings.
Great. Maybe this one for you, or maybe other. We use a lot of gas, water, and some renewables. Can you provide a solution that ensures we can see all our utility data?
Absolutely, yes. We can install gas and water loggers or metering on your renewables. And the data will be loaded into EDV, and I think I referred to it earlier that we can load all types of utility data and third-party data into EDV. So this will give you exactly the same visibility of consumption that you leave with your electricity. And the beauty of it is it's all in one portal, which makes your overall energy management of the store easier.
If I just add something to that, we can also submeter gas and water. You don't just have to put a logger on. And again, as Helen mentioned, all the data will go into EDV, so it will be in one central place.
Yeah.
Okay, Tina, one for you. How can I monitor if my stores are keeping their doors closed?
Oh, that's a good question. There are different ways of monitoring this. So obviously you'll have, if you've got metering in place, then you can actually look at the data, look for trends and look for where you've made savings, so you can do that via EDV or use energy management reporting. But you can also use pieces of equipment, so you can get door clickers. If you've got a BEM system, then you usually would have room to put a door clicker on there or a footfall counter, and you can use these in different ways to see if doors are being open and closed. Obviously, if you've got an automated door, then you would need to have some sort of door clicker in place. But as I mentioned, you can attach these to a BEM system, and you've got all the data in area.
Okay, that's super. Thanks, Katrina. Helen, one for you. What will be my expected return on investment with controls?
Yeah, great question, and controls are all about return on investment. We would carry out an initial survey, and as I mentioned before, we wouldn't even recommend installing the controls if the return on investment was more than 18 months. We have many great examples, and there's some case studies on our IMServe website actually, of control where we've managed to achieve a payback of 18 months and others below 12 months, depending on a number of factors. So very, very successful.
Great. Katrina, what measures can I put in place to create a competition over saving energy at my stores? And I think this is the final one that we'll be able to answer online.
Okay. Some of the initiatives that you can put in place, so you can use energy league reporting. Obviously, that will give you the position of the month before and the current month. So that will help to put some competition in place, because you can pit regions or stores or different areas, and the store managers can have the report. They could put them on the wall. You can look at grouping similar types of stores, so that's another way of doing it. You can also have a competition in one of your energy campaigns for your staff to come up with different ideas on low-cost solutions. So it could be as simple as putting some PIR lighting in the back of house. That's quite a low-cost solution. You can look at different ways of lighting the front of your store. So, maybe not go for such bright lights, have a completely different look and feel. There's lots of different ways of doing it.
Okay, that's great. Thanks very much, Katrina. I think we've got time for one more question, and that is, can you expand upon your bill validation process?
Yes. Obviously, because we're a DC, it's quite good for us, and we're in a unique position where we wouldn't be using data collected from other companies. So we can validate bills against the actual data collected. We would look at the green taxes. DUOS and TUOS can be included in this. We would contact your supplier should there be any issues. We'd set an agreed tolerance, which is usually around 3 to 5%. We would deal with the end-to-end issue. Obviously, we'd speak to suppliers directly. We'd chase them for the bills, and it would help you to save money in the long run, because you'd be getting more accurate billing. And as I said, we would have your consumption data, so that's quite a unique point for us.
That's it. There are a few other questions that we haven't managed to take today. However, we will get directly back to you with the right answers on those as soon as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Helen. Thanks,
Thank
Trina.
you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. If you'd like information, please do contact me. My email address is helendonaghey@imserve.com, or for a free energy health check from the IMServe experts, please visit our website www.imserve.com/Masters of Monitoring. Thanks very much, everyone.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.